Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you guys doing? Welcome to Last Week in Germany, where I, some random dude, from USA, Indiana, to be specific, react to the top posts out of the Germany subreddit and the DE subreddit from the past week. Make sure I'm up to date on everything. Let's do it. I finally understand Germans writing complaints like it's cocaine. The other week, a bus driver closed the door on me and a few others trying to get in and drove off. I was so pissed I took the license plate number and sent a polite but stern complaint to the transportation company. God damn it, it felt so good. Then I left a bad Google review after visiting a shitty store. They replied asking to send them an email with more detail, and you know what? I did, and they explained. I've complained about my local... you guys always tell me I pronounce this wrong. I usually say little, so it's Lidl or something. I don't know. Not providing baskets, a broken piece of playground equipment, and another bus line to the airport being constantly full and causing people to miss flights. I'm on such a high I can't stop. Is this what it's like to be German? My country is pretty lawless, so you grow up with the mindset that life sucks and you just need to accept it. The concept of complaining about problems and someone actually responding to it is just wild to me. Every single time I've gotten a response, and although I have no idea if my complaints will have any effect, it felt so empowering. So in other words, you guys have created a monster. Integration was done. Integration complete. This is the final step to become a German citizen. Seen in Erlangen today. Got Straf die AfD. Ooh. Is this in favor or against? Oh God, punish the AfD. Shit. I assumed it would say God bless the AfD. Boy, was I wrong. Loads of police were called. Why? This guy says F the AfD, and I like how this guy responds, yeah, they eat shit. Like he's trying to spread a rumor. You know, did you hear about those AfD people? They eat poop. They're like aliens. That's some serious propaganda right there. Mysterious. Prices for wind and solar power remain stable despite the Iran war. Oh, it's Derpostilion. Why is every post in r/de from this Satire website? Also, I have to say I'm rating this Satire like, I don't know, I give it a C. Because why would a spike in oil cause a spike in wind and solar? And I don't mean that in the way they do. I understand the joke, but the joke doesn't really make sense. Because oil isn't used to generate electricity. Natural gas can be. And a lot of times, based on the capacity and demand on the grid, natural gas is used to create electricity. And when it is, the cost of the electricity, regardless of what generates it, whether it's wind or solar, inflates to that price of the natural gas. Because that's how the market works. So in other words, if there was a spike in natural gas, for whatever reason, caused, if for some reason this war caused a spike in natural gas, it would affect the price of wind and solar. Not the price to produce it, but the price that it's sold for. Germany plans to fly influencers out of Dubai as soon as they filed their tax returns. What? Oh, I get it, because they're there to avoid taxes. Got it. It's another freaking joke! I thought Germans had no humor. It turns out their entire subreddit is dedicated to satire. Another... Every post... Look, the next one, too. They're all just satire. Which, I mean, I don't know why I'm getting so worked up about it. I do find it funny, but also I'm here to actually catch up on news, not just satire. Firefighters free merits from Trump's backside. Fuel price crisis resolved. Jens Spahn buys diesel for 10 billion euros. I understand there are some German elections happening right now, state elections, so I'm having my all-powerful AI tell me about it. 2026 is a series of state-level tests for the federal government, which took power in early 2025 under Merz. The big test just happened on March 8th. The major state of Baden-Württemberg, like Texas or California of Germany, home to Mercedes and Porsche, had its election. The Green Party pulled off a surprise upset, narrowly beating the CDU. Whoa. It's a bitter blow to Merz. Even though his party is in charge, they couldn't flip the wealthy industrial state. Oh, wow. That's wild. The AfD. Oh, wow. So the Greens had to win and the AfD had to win. Oh, wow. A far-right anti-immigration party. You don't say. They surged to 19% in the recent vote, nearly doubling their previous result. Wow, doubling. So they went from like 10 to 19. In upcoming elections in Eastern Germany, Saxony-Anhalt, in September, they're polling as the #1 party, 40%. The firewall. All mainstream parties currently refuse to work with them, of course. The traditional powerhouses are shrinking. The SPD is in free fall, hitting historic lows, 5%. And the CDU, still the strongest national force, but is struggling to prove it. Can win back voters who have defected to the far right. Uh-oh. What's next? Okay, March 22nd, the Rhineland. If the center-left loses here, they could enter a full-blown existential crisis. And then in September is Berlin and the East, where the far right is expected to dominate. Wow. That's crazy. I'm sorry. This is funny to see this after that first post about the dude who's just gone wild with his reviews. You know, this is the flip side, apparently. Getting sued for my honest 1-star review on Google Maps. I'm not going to lie. I think I've seen this a million times now on these German subreddits. I think it's outrageous. The idea of getting sued for a 1-star review is just ludicrous to me. It's sort of interesting, too, because here in America, I mean, America has a reputation of, like, the land of lawsuits. But this never happens. Due to your failure to comply, among other things, regarding your review on my Google business, we hereby inform you that you have commissioned us to represent your legal interests. A proper power of attorney is enclosed. Our engagement is based on the following facts. In December 2025, you published a negative review with 1 star in the following text under our client's Google Map listing. My recommendation is clear. Avoid this practice at all costs. The equipment is outdated. The dentist is impatient and unfriendly. When I went there after the correction of my something, I pointed out it was still uneven. She neither corrected it nor checked it. I paid over $800, 800 euros, and they had to go to another dentist 3 more times to have what she had corrected. Wow. Waste of time, energy, and money. How are you going to tell someone, like, hey, your review about your own teeth is wrong? Like, it's this person's teeth. I think they know what happened. And they said it's their recommendation, you know, it's their how can you sue someone about their recommendation? I mean, I get that. I guess if they were lying here, then you could, it's probably this part, you know, she neither corrected nor checked it, you know. They're going to say, no, we have it on record. She checked it. I accidentally stole a Lidl cart. Sue this guy. This is an outrage. Yesterday I was grocery shopping at Lidl. How do you steal a cart? Aren't they pretty big? And while I was leaving, I didn't return the cart to its place. No, I kept it walking all the way to the HBF exit door, which is, I guess it's like a mall or something. And then the cart started rumbling on the blind guidance tracks. I looked down and noticed I was still pushing it. Yeah, I think you have ADD or something, okay? You need to get evaluated for that. So I awkwardly, and I have dyslexia. It's fine. I awkwardly did a U-turn and pushed it all the way back to Lidl while everyone was looking at me. Okay. Well, at least you put it back. What's the problem, man? I look behind and see the security guy was following me. Oh, he's thinking about his math exam. Someone gave this to me when I got off the train. That's another thing about Germany. You're always getting notes. I kind of like that, you know, it's endearing. When's the last time? I can't think of the last time I got a handwritten note. In school? 15 years ago? All right, it says, I am deaf. I don't want charity, but a little help to live simply in this world. Damn. For €5, I will give you a product. If you give more, you are showing a kind heart. Thank you very much. What's the product, bro? I like how it's written there. Like, he looks at you, tries to think how much money you might give, and then jots it in. You know, this lady, she's got $5. It's a common beggar scam. Don't touch it. Don't make eye contact, and they'll just take the item sign back. Oh, that's the product? What the? That's actually pretty cool right there. Is that Stitch from Lilo and Stitch? Might be worth $5. I mean, it's definitely not. It's definitely worth like 50 cents. But for the experience, if I was a tourist in Germany, I'd probably pay €5 for that. Just so I could be like, hey, I got this Lilo on my keychain here from a pretend deaf guy in Germany. I must say, I respect the fact that they at least give you something. You know? The only scam part is if he's not actually deaf. Apart from that, this is all fine. He's just handing you a contract. You know? You can choose to sign it or not. It's an offer. Is this the famous teen drink in GER? Oh, Spezi! We can't afford it. EU workers leave Germany despite labor shortage. Damn, that's just going to make the shortage worse, huh? Oh, don't be fooled. German workers are also really pissed, and no, not against the EU workers. Here we go. This is exactly the type of post I like to end on. Look at that. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Potato pancakes with sour cream and applesauce. Applesauce. I'd eat it. I'm certainly intrigued. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. That was a weird smile.